So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he's caught. He's got ground. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Give to Harvey here from the pistol. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
First down, and they go right back to it. No big play this time, Brock. That stop made right at the line of scrimmage.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
27-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Harvey once more. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kay, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. Has him on the quick hitter. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Rodgers pass.
All set to go now from the 35.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rolling from the gun here. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Steelers take over just shy of the 40.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Rodgers from the gun. Hits his running back. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Get it.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they face 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Johnson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's Johnson again. And this won't get anywhere either. The front held up. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Stopped at the line on 2nd. Need to fight forward 2 more yards here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. Caught out wide. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes McKenzie. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Throwing now off the play action. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And they could really use a good one here. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Okay,
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Come on.
They're looking at 1st down here. From the gun, Johnson. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Get it.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Panther 60.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
A gain of 6.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
Steelers.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend.
It's a gain of
Tight
6.
end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That's incomplete left side. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Check out.
Second down, give to Harvey. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll throw it here on 1st. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Another big rip for him. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. The middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Let's go.
Harvey is in for the New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Hook it nice.
Working now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down.
Ready?
To throw is Rodgers. Cut out left. Pushing it up past the 30. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second down now. They need 7. Now an inside give to Johnson. Fights his way through a tackle. Keeps it moving. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the in route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Giving this to Harvey. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Here's a throw. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down.
70 Lions.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. So 2nd down coming up. Another look for him, Brock. And, hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down from the gun. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Back now, pressure coming. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. And this slide puts a goal on this play after a gain of about 6. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 7.
Rodgers from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Rodgers out of the gun on third down. Short pass brought in. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. The Jets take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Here's a return from the 7.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Cowboy.
Second half starts off with a run by Johnson. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Go. Ready.
Rodgers will look to throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. Escapes the defender. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. This finds Dobbs. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Still has some space inside the 35. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set.
Johnson up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds a man right side. And he gets this forward to the 19.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Let's go now.
From the gun on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
A 36-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Going left side. Here's Harvey. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He finds Brown right side. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Run left side, Harvey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd and 4 coming up now. He'll look to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Now here's Rodgers. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him or he will take over this game. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Left side finds Freiermuth. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Steelers have his 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We've set it downs from 37. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, because they drop him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Okay, ready.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Get it.
Rodgers to throw. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Steeler football. If they can hold this lead, they'll continue this postseason run. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's go. Go.
Rodgers off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Come on, set! Like you, Nick.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Dumped off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
On the return, here comes McKenzie. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
First and 10, it's Harvey. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
This is Ingram looking left side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 25 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
60 Eagles.
Pass play coming here. Finds the in route complete. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. Throw left side. Taylor has it. Oh, he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd. Brought in. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week. Continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal. They are throwing it again. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked up by Dante Kent. They'll take over deep in their own territory after the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown and check down and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They find Johnson out of the backfield. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Go!
He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 42-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets trail by 6. We've set it downs from the 37. To throw here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally Finally, this defense has an answer.
Short throws dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on fourth down. Desperation time here. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.